Hi everyone, how are you doing? I'm actually on a vacation, but I saw so many messages about what's going on in China with the tariffs from the States, Trump tariff and everything. I thought I have to find a couple of minutes to record this. And so, yeah, there's so many things happening, but there's so many good solutions. And as always, when there are problems coming up, in tens, in hundreds, in whatever, there's always also opportunities. Don't forget that, right? So I have a couple of great ideas for you guys. It's coming up right away. Are you ready? Let's start. Okay, so here's what's happening. 125% tariff, 250%. It got to the point where China's president even told the press that he's not even going to raise the tariff anymore because it just has no meaning. What's the difference between 100% and 200%? Anyways, people would not import to China with this type of tariff, right? Which is not the case with the States. Now, here are a couple of things you need to know and you need to consider. Right now, I'm seeing this live happening as we speak. Some of our vendors and some of the people in our community, which you can find link below, are thinking what to do next. Is it the right time to pause? It is the right time to quit the game, or is there opportunities here? So first of all, there are opportunities, 100%. Let me give you an example. If you have inventory that is from your previous shipments, you have to be very wise and very careful with that inventory. You don't want to sell it right away. You want to slow down your sales. That's right, you heard me right. You want to slow down your sales. This is my opinion. You do whatever you want. It's not a recommendation, but I think you should slow down your sales and start thinking about raising prices. Yes, raising prices. In some of the retail chain stores, there are already people getting receipts with tariff charge. Okay, that's how they call it, tariff charge, which basically means the price going up. Now, everybody is in the same boat. All the people who are entrepreneurs who are producing in China, we are all in the same boat, and this is like the majority of the vendors. Those who are lucky enough to be producing in the States or in India, obviously they are in a different situation right now, but the majority of the market is importing from China, as you probably know, which means that all the prices are going to go up. First of all, don't panic. That's the first very important thing that I think you should pay attention. Do not panic. Don't start making moves in your business just because of the news running out, because the same news could be exact vice versa news in a matter of days, hours, weeks. Okay, we all know how it works. In these days, things are moving very fast, very rapidly, and changing very rapidly from side to side. So that's number one, don't panic. Number two, think about your pricing. Number three, opportunities. Even if you have not just inventory, but even excess inventory, like inventory that was left behind and you don't need it anymore and you want to get rid of it, right now is the time to call it inventory. It's not anymore excess inventory. It means that if the price was, for example, $50 MSRP retail price, and you were planning to sell it wholesale for $25, and because it's an excess inventory, you thought, okay, let's go down to $5, $6, just get rid of this inventory. No. Right now, we are raising price back to 25. By the way, if you haven't seen my videos, you can check on my YouTube Moms and Pop Store Academy. There's pricing session talking about how to price your products wholesale versus retail. Okay, that's where I'm taking this information from, and you can see that as well. Anyway, so that's about excess inventory, but also for inventory. If you were willing to sell your product if you were selling your product for $50, even if it's an inventory that is imported to the States before tariff changed, you can already start looking at your competition and think, wait a second, maybe I can sell it for 55, 60, 70, whatever the number is. Okay, and then your wholesale price accordingly goes up as well. Okay, I was just looking at the news. I was trying to find out what's what people are thinking, what's happening in the market. And surprisingly, I was running into this um, news about Sam Club adding 15 stores per year. That's their plan. This is from April 14. It's like from 3 days ago. Okay, it's not something from 3 or 4 weeks ago, which is crazy. 3 4 weeks ago, the entire thing market was completely different. Adding 40% of transactions, Sam Club records to digital, whatever. But it's just telling you that if the giants knows that they're going to survive, and not only survive but also open more stores, then you understand that it's not as horrible as it might sound. But if you look at this article, it's interesting. Trump's China tariff shock us US importers. One CEO calls it the end of days. Okay, he calls it the end of days, but he's picturing himself on a huge background of a huge warehouse. Anyway, it's funny. He says when he announced a 20% tariff, as you can see here, I made a plan to survive at 40, which is very smart, and I thought I was being very clever. Okay, it turned out that nobody could expect pricing tariff to go so high. Okay, so yes, people are in pressure, but then what I personally think is that it's always opportunity. So the inventory that I mentioned, the pricing that I mentioned, and here is something to keep to give a thought. Okay, there are a lot of people in the industry, agencies, agents, and companies that are would be happy to help you to switch your production from China to other places. Among them, you have Mexico. One of the greatest people in the industry that knows exactly how to switch production to Mexico is Amy Weiss. If you're not familiar with the name, she's her company name is Amazing at Home, and she's like sending hundreds, if not thousands, of companies to Mexico, guiding them and everything. And she's doing it, I think, with a bunch of other guys with a very good team. By the way, I think there's one very good friend of mine, Vincenzo from Italy. I think he's also involved in this. Need to check that. And if you're looking at India, well, you have Magala. I will try to tag her somehow in this video, or if you want, you can just leave a comment and I'll send you her profile. Magala is also a person I know very good. She's an Indian. She lives in India, and she knows exactly how to get your products produced in India. That's what she does, like sourcing in India, which is amazing. So I'm just saying that these things, this crazy things happening in China and between China and the States, there are always opportunities, always. Okay. Last thing that I want to mention here. One of the people I work with told me, and this is interesting, I have not been checking this deeply yet because, again, I'm on holiday. This is not like unexpected video, for me at least. So she told me that there is a way to bypass the tariff from China, which is crazy. So I know there's like Chinese forwarder involved and they know how to do it. I don't know exactly what they're doing. They might not be shipping it by sea, but rather by air or by boats. I don't know if people here knows about it, but during COVID, we've been shipping, and I was involved as well. We've been shipping 3-ply mask and all this crappy COVID products. We were shipping them by boats just to get them, out of China because things were very hectic. So it kind of reminds me the same type of situation when everything is like shaking and hectic, and there's always people making money out of this hectic situation, and that's what we want to be. Okay, so don't get stressed, and remember, there's so many things to do, especially when it comes to retail, because I'm talking with buyers and I'm asking them this question, like, are prices going to rise? Are you already seeing it? What do you think? What's going to happen? And I can, if I need to summarize everything, I could tell you that most of them are not panicking. They're saying something very simple. If you look at a category, let's say toys, most of the toys are, if not all of them, but most for sure, are produced in China. So if a toy that costs $30 today is going to be $40 tomorrow or $60 tomorrow, it's going to be across the entire market. So yes, it's going to impact economy, and people will not buy the same amount of toys when the price are doubled or even less than double. Okay, we all understand that simple math. But if the prices are rising, that means that it's rising for all the vendors, all the retailers, and that's including obviously Amazon.com, Walmart.com, and all the other platforms. Okay, you're not working in a vacuum. It's not like, oh, it's only hurting my business, everyone else is doing just great. No, that's not the case. We're all in the same boat. We're all experiencing the same things. And by the way, me as well. And you know what? Interestingly, I'm seeing now that buyers seems to be purchasing much more than they do in normal days. I guess they're trying to level up their stock. Okay, I definitely see that happening with Nordstrom, and saw it with Cabes, and I think 2 or 3 more that I don't have the name in my head right now, but I'm seeing that. I see that they are running purchase orders very fast. So as always, it's an opportunity, and the opportunity here, as far as I see it, is to get yourself in the door of retail chain stores very quickly, unlike other situations where they take their time and they get you through a long process and setup and everything. Now they want you set up in a matter of hours, and boom, just take the goods, keep it in a price that they could, still enjoy the old pricing. And this is like a very good opportunity. So opportunities, a lot of things are happening, and don't miss out this opportunity, because eventually it's opportunity. Okay, don't panic. Have a good time, you all, and next week I'll be back both to YouTube, to our community, and to everything, and share with you some more stuff. Thank you.
Retail wins again. A fun, a retail. Blue walking in the store, what do I see? Amazon brands right in front of me. Shelf so stocked, yeah, looking so fly. From click to cart to real life buy. Ding ding, another sale today. Retail wins, hip hip hooray. From online hustle to aisle display, brick and mortar's here to stay. Again, a fun, a retail. Blue walking in the store, what do I see? Amazon brands right in front of me. Shelf so stocked, yeah.